What the fuck is my hair today, man? Fuck yeah. Hello everyone, my name's Jonas Panda and welcome to MEPACT Monday episode 2. Today I was actually planning on doing the first week of all my treatment and all that shit, but we're going to do something different today because I have just been told today was actually the day, 19th of June 2015 at 8 o'clock in the morning, I think. Was it 8 o'clock in the morning? Something like that. I was in for my surgery. I actually got my surgery today, which was limb salvage surgery. Replaced all the bone in my leg from the... I've actually forgot what the bone's called. I'm an absolute idiot. Femur. Femur bone. From the femur bone all the way down to the top of my tibia got replaced with titanium rod. Aye, titanium. Like 10 grand worth of equipment, and just thank fuck for the NHS, because if I wasn't here I'd be dead. Yeah, thank you the NHS. Also, there is no background behind me because I don't know where the sheet got lost. The thing that I put up behind me, it got lost, so now you have to see my brother's setup. It's messy. I leave him to his own shit. I just keep this part of my desk clean. That's all you have to know. I got my lucky tomato ketchup behind me. It's a meme. Right, just leave it alone. Anyway, let's just get right into more detail on my surgery. So, in your day, I'd finish my treatment and I'd go into the hospital to get registered, checked in for the appointment. Same thing, right? And I was first on the list, so I was first there. I was bam, bam, bam. First there, first done. Except there was a delay. Apparently, there was something wrong with the sterilisation of the equipment. We all knew someone went before me because there must have been an emergency or something. Like, I wasn't moaning. I wish you just told me there and then. Apparently sterilisation equipment takes 2 hours to fix. But, you know. So I was waiting 2 hours and I'm just sitting there on my iPod just like scrolling through. iPad. I didn't have a phone then, I just had an iPad and I think I just watched something. There was no internet, so I just watched something that was pre-downloaded onto my iPad. I filmed one, I think it was Team America. Don't quote me on that though, I think it was. And we just waited there. They take me in and they're like, take my blood pressure and all that shit. It's just a pre-op assessment or something. Like, they put all the needles in you and all that shit. Well, except there was only one needle they put in me, and it's got an epidural. For the people that don't know what an epidural is, it's a needle that they stick into your spine, and it sort of like paralyses the bottom half of your body. Loads of pregnant women use it when they're giving birth because it stops the pain. So as for me, it was to stop the pain in my leg because it was going to be fucking painful. You're getting your leg sliced open and everyone taken out, right? So they give me that and they try and find the sweet spots. Every time I think of it, I still get that wee like wet sensation in the back of my, because it's like a wet sensation when they put something into you. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's hard to explain. The anaesthetist was a really good lass. She kent what she was doing. They gave me what was it? Was it my ports they had in? So I had a porter catheter. I'll explain more on that on the next episode after this, but in more depth. Basically, it's a needle they put into your chest that's connected to your vein, and it gives you drugs and all that shit. So they put them in, and they gave me a few cannula needles and a blood pressure monitor on my wrist. And I hate fucking needles. I fucking hate needles. So I had one in my hand, two in hands, blood pressure monitor in this wrist, and 2 porter catheters. In total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 needles in me at one time. It's not nice. Right? So after they all do that, I'm in the anaesthetist room here, and they put the cup on my face and they inject it and they tell me to count to 5 or 10. I forget what it is. Start counting down and then I'm out. Right? They tell me I'm out. Well, I don't know I'm out until I wake up. I just wake up. It seems like it's been 5 seconds, but like I think I'm allergic to that anaesthetic. I always got told this by my mum, that every time I have an anaesthetic I'll always be sick after it. So yeah, that's always fun. When I wake up, I'm in ICU, which is intensive care unit, which is like the highest priority in the hospital for patients. I just see my leg and this big huge fucking cast, and it's weird. It's hard to explain. It's just there, and I'm just a statue. I just can't move, and I'm just like, I can't. And then I start shaking about sugly. I actually was told that I was a lot more alert than I was actually anticipated to be, and I was eating, and I was quite good, I reckon. I just hated hospitals so fucking much. I wanted to get out of that place ASAP, Rocky. I don't remember much in that room of ICU, but I do remember that it was the time when they just had to keep me under care and all that. It wasn't until HDU where I actually start remembering stuff. So we'll just skip ICU for a wee bit. It was just baffles on, right? I actually had a hat on the whole way through the surgery. I forgot to say that. I had this hat on through the whole way of the surgery. It's just I don't know, it was just a thing we had in our family. Anyway, into high dependency unit. That's what HDU stands for. It's like the one below ICU, but you're still like top of the list, but below ICU, that sort of thing, yeah. We're in the HDU and the cast can come off now, so you can see what it looks like. So it gets taken off and there's loads of these stitches on it, and it looks really good, neat work, but it's like if you like touch it, it's like weird because it like I couldn't feel anything because of the epidural, and I didn't have any morphine drip because the epidural was there. They had to take the epidural out if they wanted a morphine drip, but it wasn't ready for the morphine drip. I was still on all my tablets and all that shit, so it was quite some time. When they took off the cast, and like I said, with the bandages and all that, they put ice cubes on my leg to test if I could feel anything. I couldn't feel anything along the leg, and I was like, is it because of the epidural? And the guy was like, sorry if I'm speaking really fast, by the way. I'm sorry. I get carried away. The epidural was making my legs numb, so they're like, okay, that's fine. But I could feel things on my left leg. I could feel my left leg, which was weird. They came to a conclusion like, how is this? And it just kept testing, and I was like, I can't feel anything with the ice cubes on my leg. And then they were like, yeah, something wrong here. But there was something wrong, obviously. Still something wrong to this day. The surgery went on for 4 hours, in which they took out the tumour, which was like what? I'll make up like this size. Bone taken out, prosthesis put in, stitched up, all that shite. I'm not going to show any pictures of the operation or the scar just now because I don't want to do that. I could honestly go on for ages about how bad it was, but I really am grateful for all the hard work and dedication that NHS put in for that surgery, especially my surgeon. He's an absolute lad. George, could you just calm down? I've just played with you. Legit, like this is what happens like with George. She goes around running about our whole cage, like she digs everywhere, made a whole mess of it, right? And I take her out, put her on my knee or on my desk, sit still. Does they do any? Like, mate, what is it? This episode's been on for quite a while. It's like 10 minutes now. It's the 10-minute recording mark. I'm gonna have to cut it down a wee bit. Just a last one when I was in HDU, when I got moved out of HDU to Ward 220. That was what the ward was called. 220. It was the single most painful and worst experience of my life, that ward. Staff weren't concerned about me. I was in an isolated room away from everyone else. Only came in when they had to. It was petrifying, to be honest. I thought that was it when I actually had really bad condition on my foot. I got a blister the size of a knuckle on my foot and on the top of my foot because I couldn't feel it, so I couldn't help it rubbing. I couldn't feel it rubbing. So the surgery, I know this episode's all over the place, and I've not got a chronological order for everything, but I'm trying to keep it that way. So it goes from ICU, HDU, Ward 220, and then the oncology ward of the sick kids. Basically, what happened to my leg was how I couldn't feel anything. During the operation procedure, I got not only the bone removed, I also got 3/4 of my quad muscle removed. So I only have one quad. That's not fun. It's very hard. And I also had sciatic nerve damage. For people that don't know what a sciatic nerve is, it's a nerve that controls the feeling in your leg. That nerve got damaged up to the point to where my knee kind of is. So it's alright on my knee, except one side of my knee can't feel anything. But all the thing down from that, when it was the surgery, I couldn't feel a thing. And then a couple of months after, I started regaining feeling in the back of my thigh. I mean, the back of my calf, not thigh, back of my calf. And it was extremely painful. It still is to this day hypersensitive. So when you touch it, it's really sore and uncomfortable. So that was a pain in the arse. Also, basically in my foot, you could call it polarised. I don't know how to say that. Polarised. Can't say polarised. I can't feel it at all. Can't move it at all. It's dead. I call it dead foot for a reason. It's dead. Toes fucked on it. I've got hammer toes. Toes on that foot look like that. Toenails have all fucked up. One of them's actually fell off completely. Big toenail. That's gone. Bye. So, I have to start editing this video soon. My brother's come home soon as well. I've left this video quite late, but that's because I slept in. My brain today is not brained, right? So, yeah, for the people out there who enjoyed watching, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!